Hi, I'm Brian McCarty from On Fire. I've been cutting diamonds for over 40 years. And let me tell you, I'm really excited to be here where we cut the world's most perfectly cut diamond, On Fire. This facility is like Mecca to me. There's no other place like it. But before I can give you a tour, I'm proud to introduce you to Koen van Nishoven.
First of all, it's not a one-man operation for sure. That is very obvious. So it's really very tiny, delicate things that ultimately come together and create a whole. And so every stage is important. And for us, that's maybe the key to it, that you take every part of the process serious. And serious to such a degree that you will not go forward until you reach a certain level of perfection. So, and then when you combine all those two together in the end, then you have a very beautiful diamond.
All right, so this is where it all happens. The world's most perfectly cut diamond, On Fire. In order to produce this fabulous diamond, the selection of the rough becomes one of the most important parts of the puzzle. Octahedrons, because they are formed at higher pressure, higher temperature, slower growing crystals, they have the ability to be able to squeeze out all of those imperfections while they're being formed in nature. If you take a look at the selection over here, these are some of the rough diamonds that are not selected, obviously. They're lower color, lower quality. Here are those beautiful octahedrons that we are talking about. These octahedrons are the diamonds of choice for On Fire diamonds. It doesn't get any better than this. Less than a fraction of 1% of all the diamonds in the world will qualify to be On Fire diamonds. After the selection of the rough, this is the first step in the diamond cutting process. This is the design center, this is ground zero. Nobody else does this. This department is called VSP, Value Scan Program. What they do is they scan an image into a computer which brings up a three-dimensional model onto the screen. It plots the inclusions and it tells us exactly what the diamond is going to look like when it is finished. We are looking for the highest value as opposed to the biggest diamond possible. It gives us the ability to maximize the full potential of every single diamond. After an image of the diamond has been scanned into the computer and all of the inclusions have been plotted, a decision has to be made where to separate the crystal into its two separate pieces. And that's done right here in this department. And as you can see, there are the two images, one in blue and one in red. The blue is obviously the bigger of the two, and that's usually what happens with the On Fire diamond. Out of a single crystal, we'll get one larger and one smaller diamond. The gold line that you can see between the blue and the red images will show the sawing plane, and a laser will then inscribe a line onto the crystal, which will give the sawer a line to saw the diamond on. After the marking and designing of the rough, it comes to the sawing department. The equipment itself, there is absolutely no vibration at all. The diamond is set into these little pots, it is cemented in, and the sawing process starts. Now, the blade that saws through the diamond is actually a very thin little phosphor bronze blade. We take diamond powder, mix it with good old-fashioned olive oil. The mixture of diamond powder and olive oil is placed onto this powder roller. And what we do is we just charge the very edge of the blade with diamond powder. It gives this saw blade the ability to saw through this diamond. It takes 4 to 6 hours per carat from the rough to saw through the diamond. Now there is another way to divide the crystal into two pieces, and that is using military-grade lasers that can absolutely precisely separate the crystal into two pieces in ways that we were never able to do it before. If the diamond has been selected to be made into a round diamond, it goes through what we call the girdling process. And that is a system whereby the points of the diamond, after it has been sawn, are ground off. What you're seeing behind me over here is the traditional form and the traditional way that we girdle diamonds. Now, at On Fire, because we have to achieve absolute roundness, this system does not work for us because symmetry and roundness are synonymous. So we move to the next part of the system for On Fire. This is all automated. It is two diamonds that are cemented onto pots. They counter-rotate against each other. We can achieve perfect roundness using this system. And now on to the next stage in the process, faceting. Okay, so this is where the rubber meets the road. Well, in this case, where the diamond meets the wheel. There is something truly incredible about all this machinery. The surfaces of our diamonds have to be so highly polished. The symmetry has to be perfect. Proportion has to be perfect. Everything comes together right here on this vibration-free equipment. Diamond is placed into this little tool that you see here. This is called a tongue. This is called the dop. You can see there's a 6.5 carat little diamond in the end of it right there that we are polishing. The precision of all of this equipment is absolutely amazing. By the way, it's taken out of circulation every single month, at the end of every month, and all these tools are recalibrated in the workshop that's on site. Hearts on Fire diamonds are polished at 100 power magnification, something that we do that nobody else does. All this, as I said, comes together to create the Hearts on Fire diamond, the world's most perfectly cut diamond.